The MolokaiHoe is much the same race as the Navahine o Kekai. The same preparations, the same wishes for good conditions, the same hopes for a safe crossing. Aloha, I'm Kalai Miller, and welcome to the second half of our show. Today, it's all about the men as we get ready to embark on the 53rd annual MolokaiHoe.
Aloha, I'm Pake Salmon. There's 107 crews entered, nearly 1,000 paddlers getting ready to cross the Kaiwi Channel. But the real story is the weather.
That's right, Pake. We have a forecast of 15 to 25 knot winds in the channel and a ground swell of 4 to 6 feet. It's going to be rocking and rolling out there.
And that means there's going to be a lot of surfing going on. In weather like this, some crews are going to be able to catch waves 200 and 300 yards long.
The whole world's here, basically, you know, as far as canoe paddling goes.
This is the best canoe race in the world, you know. This is a Super Bowl of the, you know, the canoe race. So that's why we're here. We want to compete with the biggest, you know, strongest guy in the world. That's why we're here.
Hey, a little bit of I don't know the word. Nervous, but I'm happy and a lot of feeling together.
And everyone comes out here and expects conditions like this. I mean, this is why the Australians come, this is why the Tahitians come, this is why California crews come, to have it 15 to 25, blowing hard, big open ocean swells. I mean, just going for, you know, rides of a couple hundred yards, and that's why everyone does it.
As much as you prepare for the race, though, you never know what you're going to get till race day, and that's part of the excitement. You know, it's coming out, and you know, we just did a little practice run today, and the adrenaline is pumping. You know, you get out there and you're like, oh, it feels great. You know, and then you line it up and you catch your few, and you don't want to stop.
We gear up for this race. This is what we prepare for, and you know, all the races along the way are just kind of part of the journey, and then this is the closing.
You know, we race long distances, we race 75Ks, so the distance is something we know we can do, but we don't do it in swell, and we don't do it in those sorts of ways. So I was just talking to the guys, we're all nervous as anything, we're all guts are churning and no one knows what we're going to do, but we're excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. The boys are excited. We just want to go have a lot of fun. I think we'll do really well if we just have fun.
Marietta porta in gondola, che di te porta al lido, no, che non me fido.
Even though outrigger canoe paddling is essentially a Hawaiian sport, the MolokaiHoe is truly an international event. These guys have come from all over the world. There's teams from Europe, North America, South America, Australia and New Zealand, Tahiti, China, and Japan.
I think that's awesome that they come to experience our, you know, our sport of canoe paddling, and we know that some of them, you know, they'll excel. They keep excelling, you know, and we just want to see that with all these other clubs coming from all over the world to come and, you know, just compete with the rest of us guys, you know. I mean, it's going to be a challenge, but they're going to feel that aloha spirit when they're out there with that ocean and the paddle and the canoe and the camaraderie with all the other brothers out there.
I still get kind of excited, and, you know, way it's positioned and, you know, staying out there, I get excited. I hope I always will get excited, but when I don't get excited, I guess I won't be here talking to you.
Very excited. It's legendary. It's the first thing I heard about, Molokai crossing. I'm just honored I even got a chance to do this. I mean, these guys are huge.
This is the World Championship of six-man canoe paddling. You know, you don't want to pass that up. Any type of opportunity to race in some kind of World Championship event is something that you want to try to do in your life.
It's going to be a tough race. It's going to be windy and rough, and a lot of stuff can go wrong. You can break the boat, break the ama, break zippers.
Challenge out in the ocean, I suppose, is just making sure that you don't make mistakes. This race is, if you make one mistake, you can lose 100 metres, and 100 metres at the end of the race can be 5 places.
The biggest challenge for the steersman is going to be to keep the boat straight.
I'll tell you what the challenge is. It's the start, the middle and the end.
Of course, safety is a major concern in a race like this.
It's going to be an exciting race for some, challenge for others. For some of the new clubs that are just seeking to experience Molokai, it's not only a challenge, it's going to be a survival under these conditions for a lot of those crews. So, you know, we're looking to an exciting race. I got my hands full in terms of worrying about some of the more novice crews. So, you know, it should be good, and things are coming together. I wish the weather was a little bit lighter and the waves weren't as big, but it's looking pretty good.
Well, our crew overall is probably a little bit, nervous. They're like horses in a stall. Myself, I just want to have a clean start. I've done the channel many a times, and the better starts we have, the better overall finish we do. And I don't want to be tangled up with another fast team out of the hole. I don't want to be caught behind when the flag's dropping. So I just want to be ready when the gun goes off, completely ready. And I'm, one of the guys enforcing that to make sure everyone's paying attention. Nobody will be sleeping.
It's a rush. I mean, pulling out to the line and looking and seeing 100 other boats or whatever the count is this year. I think it's 107, 110, whatever. But yeah, it's just a rush. You see newcomers and you see old timers and you see your friends, and it's awesome.
I think for us, our biggest concern at the start is not getting into a log jam, because that'll set you back right away. But other than a clean start, yeah, adrenaline's pumping. The sun is rising behind you. You're looking straight down the line. The wind is hopefully behind you, and at that point, it's even playing field. Anything can happen.
The conditions are going to be great. Right off the line, it's going to be catching bumps all the way right off the line. And I think it's going to be, the first half of the race is going to be really fun. The second half is going to be hard, because you got a lot of water coming up from Waikiki and through Moanalua Bay, so it's going to be stacking really hard, so you're really going to have to calm down and play the game to get across.
Once the canoes are rigged and ready to race, it's time to move out to the starting line.
There are 107 canoes lining up for the start. That's almost 1,000 paddlers about to challenge the Kaiwi Channel.
And they're off on the 53rd running of the MolokaiHoe.
teams will enter the baby channel and the steersman will find bigger water. Right now it looks like Lanikai is in the lead, but the front runners are still bunched pretty well together. The canoes are getting ready to make their first set of changes.